Hey guys, it's your girl Cyn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and click the subscribe button and become a part of our tribe here over on this channel. So this is going to be the zodiac sign readings for Aries all the way down to Pisces. So a few disclaimers before going into your readings. If you would like to book a full reading with me, it'll be linked in the description box. I have a few availabilities left in April, but my May availability is open now. So if you do want to schedule a reading, it'll be in the description box. Now, I do have a Patreon, so if you do want to join me over on Patreon, where we do exclusive content, mainly focusing on self-love rituals, protection rituals, money rituals. So that will be linked down below if you do want to join us on Patreon. Patreon does see all of these videos first, the zodiac readings. So if you do want exclusive access to that, that will be over on my Patreon as well. I do have an online store if you do want to shop with me. I do sell smudge kits, magic book planners, sage, everything that you can think of magically. It'll be on my website, and that will also be linked in the description box as well. So I'm going to start off with Aries. So let's see. Happy birthday to anyone who is a fire sign who's in Aries, because you know we are in Aries season. So let's start off with Aries. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So Aries, you have the Five of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So Aries, what I'm seeing for you is that there seems to be a little bit of power struggles, but this could be with your finances. There just seems to be a lot of hiccups. There also may be some sort of temporary stagnation or delays when it comes to your finances as well. Or there may be something about like withholding of funds, or there could be someone that could be causing some sort of blockages with your finances. So this could be working, I guess, around the workplace. There could be someone that could be like stopping your blessing or trying to kind of like stop your bag. But this can also be you as well. So there could be a little bit of self-sabotaging, or there could be a little bit of like you not seeing the glass full instead of half empty. I'm sorry, seeing the glass half empty instead of half full. I do also feel like you are possibly having to walk away from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do also feel like there may have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that may have betrayed you or lied to you in some sort of way, have been very deceptive. I do also feel like you may be possibly abandoning a situation that you felt I guess you may have felt like was a void, or they could have been creating a void, or having to leave some sort of false reality or something that may have not been real. It could have been a foundation that could have been built on lies, because I am seeing that someone may have been lying to you, or a relationship could have started off as a lie, or you may have built some sort of foundation with someone, but it could have been built again on lies. So there is a little bit of like deceiving energies, and I do feel like someone may have been possibly lying to you for a very long time. So this is not something that has happened overnight. This could be accumulation of many years, many months. But there could be that someone may have been holding on to some sort of secrets from you, or not really telling you the truth. Now, I do also feel like there is a little bit of like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio may want to like deep down, they still, I guess, still care about you. I'm not saying that this person wants to work things out, but I just feel like this may be someone who may have possibly some sort of regrets for how they may have treated you, or the things that they may have done to you. I do also feel like someone still does care about you, because of the Queen of Cups is here. So there could be like some sort of like deep feelings still there, or some sort of past lingering feelings that they may still have for you. But I do also feel like this particular person does need to work on themselves, and this is why they are possibly walking away from a situation or going in some sort of different direction, because there may have been some sort of like change of heart, or this could be something that may have been unrequited, And again, just because it's unrequited does not mean that you do not care for this person, but I feel like someone may have had some sort of change of heart, or someone is going away or leaving a situation so that they can kind of figure out exactly what they feel like they need or what they feel like they desire, because I do feel like someone may have felt like something was missing with you, or you them. So I do feel like someone may be possibly abandoning a situation so that they can kind of figure out what that missing link is, or what they feel fulfills them, because the 8 of Cups is here and it's not a complete 10 of Cups. So someone may have felt like something was missing. Someone may have felt like, yes, something is stable or something is consistent, or yes, something could possibly be long-term, but something just seems to still be missing in the connection. And someone is realizing that, so someone is going away or leaving to kind of figure out what that is. I do also feel like your finances are going to mature. There is something about you having to separate your emotions from your finances. Maybe you're bringing your emotions into your finances, or you're holding on to something too close emotionally, and it is saying for you to kind of separate the two, because I feel like when you're thrown off emotionally, there just seems to be a little bit of like everything is thrown off. It could be your finances, it could be your friendships, it could be your relationships, but I feel like when you're thrown off emotionally, things around you kind of suffer, and I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of you having to kind of really focus on your finances and really wanting them to mature. I do also feel like you're going to be making some sort of investments too. I feel like this time, because I'm getting the song SZA, I'm getting the song Conceited by SZA. So I feel like a lot of you are betting on yourselves and not really looking for outside support, or not looking for some sort of validation from people who may be around you. So this is for Aries. So let's get into Taurus. All right, let's see what comes out for Taurus. Taurus. All right, you have at the bottom of the deck the 8 of Swords. So for Taurus, what I'm getting is the Queen of Cups, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so Taurus, what I'm getting is that there seems to be something going on with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that is becoming incredibly toxic. There just seems to be some sort of in and out, back and forth, a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of hiccups in a relationship or a situation. And I do also feel like you may be possibly feeling very stuck or feeling very obligated to this energy, or they may be feeling very obligated to your energy. I do also feel like there just seems to be a lot of inconsistencies, but this is like something that may have happened for a very long time, meaning that this is something that has progressed throughout the years, and this just seems to be something that you're now, you know how they always say like too much of a good thing is bad? I feel like that is what's happening. I feel like you've been accustomed to a situation and you don't really know how to let go of it. This could also be someone who is very manipulative. This can be also someone who could be a selfish energy. This could be someone that has a little bit of, or a bit of bad habits. And this is someone that kind of takes, or you may deem them as selfish, or you may deem them as someone who is just very, very manipulative or narcissistic or an energy vampire. When you're around them, you may be possibly feeling very drained, very tired, very exhausted, because I feel like they take up a lot of space, or they take up a lot of energy, or they take or feed off of your energy. So there is a little bit of like you having to learn how to detach yourself, having to create some sort of boundaries and implement those boundaries. But I feel like sometimes you have a hard time doing so. I'm getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which is your energy. And I'm also getting Aries, Leo, Sag. Now, because your energy is really at a low right now, you may be vibrating very low right now. I feel like right now you're in a low vibrational state. And I do feel like it's because this may be someone who may be extremely needy. Maybe you have someone that is dependent on you, or you are dependent on them. This is a very codependent situation or codependent relationship that you may be dealing with, and I feel like it just takes a lot out of you. And what it does is that it drains you, and then you go out into the world and drain people who may be around you. So there's a ripple effect because this person is in your life. And I do also feel like you're not speaking up about it. You're not saying anything. Something holds you or bounds you to this person, and you're trying to figure out why that is. And I feel like you're having to really go within yourself and figure out what that is. Maybe you're afraid to be alone. Maybe you're afraid to, maybe you don't know what it feels like to be alone. Maybe you don't know what it feels like to be independent. Maybe you don't know what it feels like to kind of like go about the world on your own. Maybe your identity is with this person, because there is a little bit of like, you feel like you're going to lose your identity if this person leaves your life. Like, you're not going to be known as this person that's always with that person. It's like two peas in a pod. Like, people are used to seeing you and this person. And I feel like you're like, if I detach and leave this person, who am I? Because people know who we are as a unit. So there just seems to be like a little bit of a detachment that needs to happen. And I feel like something is very codependent to a point where like it's deteriorating you. And you guys know what I always say, like, when you're around energy that continues to feed off you, it's going to start manifesting ailments in your body. So you have to be careful, because if your energy is being fed off of, it's going to start affecting physical ailments in the body, like maybe like cancer, maybe like colds, maybe like fevers, maybe like illnesses. So it's just like, I feel like your health is also going to take some sort of I guess blowback too if this continues to happen. And I don't wish that on anybody, but I just feel like that is what that road leads to. So this is what I'm getting for you, Taurus. So let's get together, Taurus. We ain't got time for that 2023. All right, so let's look into Gemini. Gemini. All right, Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so let's get together. Don't talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. All right, let's see. Gemini. All right, Gemini. At the end of the deck, or the bottom of the deck, I should say, is the Queen of Pentacles. What I'm getting is the Five of Cups, the Lovers, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, somebody's missing you, Gemini. Someone is also grieving about you as well. Someone may be feeling like they made some sort of mistake. And the reason why I say that they feel like they made a mistake is because the Lover's card is the center of your reading. The Lover's card is a beautiful card, but it does talk about someone may have felt like they made the wrong decision, or they may have felt like they should have chose you, Gemini. I do also feel like you are also going to be at a crossroads, Gemini, because you're going to have to pick between two people. It could be a new person that's already currently in your life, and someone who may be possibly in the past that still misses you. They want to talk to you. They want to open up to you. And I feel like this person may be grieving or missing you or thinking about you very heavily. The signs that are coming out are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I'm also getting Aries, Leo, Sag. I do also feel like someone is trying to reach out to you, but I feel like they're doing it metaphysically. They're not really texting or calling or DMing you or emailing you. They're not doing that just yet. I do feel like someone may be possibly going to start doing that. I feel like there's someone going to reach out multiple times, several times, and I feel like that may happen when you are seriously moving on with your life or in a connection, because I do feel like that with the Lover's card, it's here. It's saying that you're going to have some sort of deep connection with someone else, and it's not that person from the past. This new person that's coming into your life is a deep connection that you never felt before. You may have had a deep connection with the person from your past too, but the connection that you're having now is different from the connection that you may have had in the past with that person from your past. The one that you may have had in the past, it may have been very one-sided. You may have loved this person unconditionally, but they did not reciprocate that. They may have also taken you for advantage. They, I guess, take advantage of you, and they didn't value you until it was too late. The new connection that you have in your life now, this is someone who values you. This is a connection that you've never experienced because it's a positive one. This is someone that loves you down. This is someone who compliments you. They boost your self-esteem. This is also someone that is coming into your life to show you what a healthy connection is, what a healthy love is. or you're going to experience that with someone, because the new person that may be in your life probably doesn't know what a healthy love is, but you guys are creating a healthy foundation for love to cultivate. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. I'm getting a little emotional. But I feel like, you know, the new connection that you may be experiencing, oof, I'm getting emotional. The new connection that you may be experiencing is bringing something beautiful out of you that sometimes can be incredibly scary. I also feel that you're going to receive a lot of indirect communication from the person from your past, because I feel like the person from your past is not speaking up. They may be grieving at the time. They may have been going through some sort of loss. They may have been going through some sort of separation or a breakup, or they may have gone through something that they did not expect. So they may feel like, oh my God, I didn't expect this to happen. Now I have to move on. So something may have happened in their life that may have like shocked, or there seems to be something that may have been like a breakthrough or breakdown. Someone could have went through a breakdown, but I feel like something is happening where they're coming to some sort of realization that they made the wrong choice. If they had to make a choice between you and someone else, they feel like they made the wrong decision. Or if you had to make a decision, Gemini, you may be possibly feeling that way, but I feel like this is something that's happening to you and not from you. So I do feel like someone may feel like they made the wrong decision and that they're grieving over it. They're beating themselves up about it. Someone is having some sort of deep-rooted regrets, maybe from the way that they treated you, maybe the things that they may have done, maybe because of their lies, maybe because of their deception. But I feel like someone is really regretting something and they feel like they can't take it back. And for some of them, it's too late. You are moving on with this new connection because this new connection is showing you things that you've always wanted, or things that you've always dreamed about, or things that you may have been waiting for a very long time from a man or a woman. So that is for you, Gemini. I love that. And I love that for me because I'm a Gemini too. So let's get into Cancer. Let's see what we have for Cancer. Cancer. All right, Cancer. Oh my God, 4 cards came out. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Gemini also had that too, which is kind of okay, strange. Not strange, but you know what I mean. So Cancer, what I have for you is the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords. Cancer, what I'm seeing is that you may be at your wit's end and having to make some sort of decision. This decision may be very uncomfortable for you, and I feel like this is something that you're having to take your time about. It could be, and it's something that you've been thinking about for a very long time as well, and there has to be some sort of choice that does need to be made. Like, many of the signs that are coming out around you are Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there's a lot of signs that are coming out for you. I do also feel like a lot of you are having to write down your thoughts, put thoughts to pen, because I'm seeing that there's a lot of ideas that you're really wanting to get off the ground, but I feel like you guys are needing to write them down so that they can manifest properly, because I do feel like your thoughts may be very scattered, and because your thoughts are very scattered, I feel like manifestations are happening and then they're not happening, or they're coming into your life and then they're stopping, and there seems to be some sort of stagnation, or there seems to be some sort of pushback. It's because you're not really focusing and honing into something that you're really wanting to do. A lot of you have a lot of ambition, but you guys don't know how to put that into being proactive, meaning that you guys have a lot of thoughts, but you guys don't know how to execute them. I do also feel like you guys are feeling very overwhelmed around this time. It could be because of family, it could be because of your relationships or your friendships, but I also feel like there just seems to be like you may be biting off more than you can chew, or feeling like you're just very overwhelmed with things that may be happening in your life. I do also feel like you're having to kind of delegate, or you're having to kind of prioritize your priorities, because I feel like you may have your hand in too many baskets, or you have your hands in too many things, and again, having a hard time focusing on things that you do want to get accomplished. I do also feel like some sort of secret is also going to come out as well. This secret is something that is going to force you to make some sort of decision. That decision may be possibly something related to your work, or it could be something that could be related to a relationship or a situation that you may be involved with someone. I do also feel that there just seems to be like you not being in some sort of rush to make some sort of decision, or not wanting to feel rushed by a particular person. So I do feel like you will take your time, and you will decide to make a decision when you feel like it's best for you. A lot of you are having to really focus. A lot of you may be possibly giving up hope sometimes as well. So you're having to get your mind right, having to talk to yourself very nicely. Like, talk to me nice, or talk to yourself nice. Like, because there seems to be a little bit of negative self-talk, and you guys are really having to change that. Because I do feel like, I always tell people, like, the power of the tongue, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you talk to others is so powerful, and you can create so much with your tongue. So be careful in the way that you're talking to yourself and others, even if you get frustrated, because I do feel like sometimes you guys get really frustrated, and you guys really say things that you don't mean, or you guys maybe think things that you really don't mean. But it's just saying to be careful with your thoughts, and to be careful in the way that you speak. So that is what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Let's get into Leo. All right, Leo. Let me check my time. All right, let's do Leo. Oh my God, 4 cards came out again. The 7 swords at the bottom of the deck. You have the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and then you have Judgment. All right, Leo, what I'm seeing for you is that there's something that's coming to an end, a relationship, a friendship, but there just seems to be something that's coming to an end. You also may decide to cut some people out of your life, because I do feel like there just seems to be like you cutting off people, or either like, I don't know, I'm getting obliterating history with you guys. So there just seems to be like maybe possibly trying to rewrite your story, or rewrite something that you're trying to let go of. And I also feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you being very emotional about it, because maybe, again, you may have had some sort of history with people, or these particular people, but I feel like you're having to let go of them because they no longer resonate with you, and you feel like they no longer vibe with your journey that you're currently on. I do also feel like you may be cutting people off because you may feel like they're liars, or people that may be possibly trying to deceive you. There just seems to be a little bit of like feeling like you can't really trust anybody, being very detached, maybe possibly isolating yourself too. And I do also feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you wanting to be left alone and not really wanting to be bothered. I do also feel like you're going to be hearing from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is going to come into your life to help assist you in some sort of way. This person may be coming into your life to heal you. This person is coming into your life to probably talk to you. A lot of you may be possibly seeking therapy too. Because I feel like someone is coming into your life to assist or to aid. So a lot of you might be seeking therapy because of a lot of changes that may be happening in your life. Be careful that you're not confusing change with chaos. Because I feel like a lot of you may be possibly feeling like, oh my God, my life is over, when really it's not over. You're just going through a little bit of chaos right now. Like, it's okay, boo. Like, have a seat. Like, drink some water. It's going to be okay. I'm not saying that you're dramatic, Leo. But I'm just saying that, you know, the world's not over. I mean, we don't know that, but whatever. I just feel like a lot of you may be becoming just a tad bit dramatic with the things that may be possibly happening in your life, and just taking your losses as blows when they're really not blows. They're just lessons that you're really having to learn. But I feel like sometimes you may feel like my life is falling apart. Oh my God. So there's a little bit of like you having to learn how to self-soothe. And I do also feel like there's going to be something, someone, or I don't feel like it's something, I'm sorry. Someone is coming into your life to help you, to help heal you, to help balance your energy. Because I do feel like right now your energy may be off, or you may be emotionally thrown off. So there just seems to be someone that's coming in to help you. So help is on the way in my Mrs. Doubtfire voice, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Help is on the way, dear. If you know, you know. So let me get into Virgo. Let's do Virgo. So if you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, Virgo. Let's see what we got for Virgo. I just see one more card. Just one more. Just one more card. Okay. At the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, again? The Queen of Pentacles. Y'all see me shuffle it, okay? Y'all see me shuffle it. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Empress card. So what we got for you, Virgo, is that, oh, I don't know why I got that Ashley Banks and Will Smith. Just mind your business. Just mind your business. So I don't know if a lot of you are telling people to mind their business, or maybe you're possibly having to mind your business, Virgo. And yes, I said that. Mind your business. But there just seems to be a little bit of like having to mind your business, or you're wanting people to mind their business. I do feel like you're becoming a little bit low key, isolating yourself. You are having to be careful how you express yourself, because or maybe possibly the way that you speak or your tone, because you're coming off very cold, very withdrawn, detached, rude. So you're having to be careful how you express yourself. And I do also feel like you're being very defensive about your creative passion projects as well, if you're very creative. I do feel like a lot of you are having to put your creative ideas under lock and key, because there may be possibly someone that may be impersonating you, or maybe possibly trying to steal your ideas. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that on purpose. I really needed to go. But it could be like impersonations on IG. Someone may be possibly trying to be you on IG. Someone may be possibly trying to steal your work on IG and claiming that it's theirs. But there could be something about like having to put your creative work on lock and key. I do also feel like you're trying to also stay away from some sort of temptation as well. There may be someone around you that may be coming towards you that you are possibly trying to come off very defensive towards, trying to get them to stay away from you. It could be Aries, Leo, Sag. It could also be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be any sign, but I just feel like there may be someone that may be coming towards you that you're trying to stay away from, or trying to keep your distance from them. I do also feel like you're trying to stay away from some sort of temptation. It might be because this is like, I'm getting sexual healing in my mind. I'm getting the Marvin Gaye. I'm hearing Marvin Gaye sexual healing. Someone's trying to stay away from somebody because it could be a taboo to be with them. Like maybe they're involved with somebody else. Maybe they feel obligated to somebody else, and you're just like, I ain't trying to get involved because I ain't trying to be a third wheel. Or maybe you want to be a third wheel, child. Just saying. I'm just saying, no judgment. But I feel like there could be like someone is just trying to stay away because they don't want to be involved. But at the same time, they may be very sexually attractive, or they feel like some sort of like sexual fantasies towards someone, or someone may be having those things with you, or feeling this way about you, Virgo. But there just seems to be of like, I'm getting that song Beyonce, alien superstar. How to go? I too sexy for my love, oh baby. I'm getting that song. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting like sexual, like tension and sexual. I mean, like not trying to open Pandora's box with y'all. I'm getting a lot of sexual energy with you, Virgo, but y'all just a sexy ass zodiac sign anyway. So that's probably what it is. But I just feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like trying to stay away from someone. Someone is becoming sexually irresistible, or you might be coming on very sexually irresistible. I do also feel like you may be pampering yourself around this time as well, getting your nails done, you know, hair done, everything did, you know, fancy by Drake. But I feel like there could be a little bit like you trying to take care of yourself, or you could be possibly trying to kind of like change your outward appearance. So it could be like, look, I don't judge, but you could be getting surgery to enhance yourself. I'm getting someone who's also possibly doing Botox or trying to age backwards. So there could be like, again, trying to beautify or trying to kind of like change your appearance in some sort of way. So this is what I'm getting for you, Virgo. All right, who's next? Who's next? Go, go. Let's do Libra. All right, Libra, let's see what I got for Libra. All right, let's see, Libra. All right, let's see what we got for Libra. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. All right, Libra, I have the Three of Wands, I have the Nine of Pentacles, and then I have the Queen of Swords. All right, so what I'm getting for you, Libra, is that there may be possibly some sort of direction that you're having to choose when it comes to your finances. I'm also seeing that someone may be possibly in IT and getting money. Like someone may be possibly getting into tech. It's a woman. I don't know if that's you, Libra, or Libra woman, but I feel like someone is into like tech and they're out here making bread. Someone is also becoming very confident in themselves, but also very confident in their finances too. So Libra, this looks really good. I do also feel like you guys are very no nonsense is what I'm getting. Like you're not putting up with nobody's crap. You're not putting up with anything that you feel like you're worth your time. I also feel like you know your worth. So I feel like there's a little bit of like you not really taking any crap from anybody, and even possibly from yourself too. You're just like, no, 2023, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. We're going to get it together. So there just seems to be a little bit of like you trying to get your finances together, coming out very passionate, very ambitious, very confident in yourself as well. And I feel like you're also being very confident in decisions that you're making. I also feel like you may be possibly like reserving or resisting or kind of pulling back your energy from people that you feel that you deem they're not worthy of it. Like I feel like you're putting yourself on a pedestal, and you should, sis, you should, sir, put yourself on a pedestal. Like only the best of the best can touch me. Only the best of the best can be around me. So I feel like you're changing up your energy, changing up the people who you may be possibly hanging out with. So there seems to be like a shift that you're maybe possibly doing, and you're only wanting to be around people that's going to elevate you. Yes, Libra. I love this energy. This energy looks really, really good. I do also feel like your creative efforts are being supported by the universe. I do feel like anything that you touch turns into gold. Yes, Libra. So I just feel like there just seems to be, this is a good reading. I don't think I should go any further. I feel like you're also creating boundaries, which is really well. And I do also feel like you're creating boundaries with yourself. And I do also feel like you're having to find a balance between letting people love you and letting people into your life, and also like creating boundaries, because I feel like you have a hard time doing so. Something may be too black and white with you. You could wiggle in a little bit of gray area, but I feel like because they're coming out so nonsense in this energy in April, you're gonna have to find a little bit of a gray area. Like find a little bit of a gray area, and not saying that you have to stay there, but you need to let a little bit of gray area into your life, Libra. So let's look into Scorpio. Libra, reading was fire. I don't even have any not one bad thing to say. So let's look into Scorpio. Scorpio. on the deck is the Page of Wands. Okay, you have the Temperance card, you have the 10 of Cups, and then you have the 7 of Cups. Oof, okay, Scorpio, what I'm seeing is that you might have been dealing with a young fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. I do also feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you finding your footing again. And you're trying to get your emotions back balanced too, and I also feel like you're trying to figure out what that means or what that looks like for you. I feel like you're wanting to be happy again, so there just seems to be like, I don't know why happy is a chore for you now. For you now. I don't know what that means. Like something about like your happiness is a chore now. Or you trying to find happiness is a chore now. You may have been in a situation with an Aries, Leo, Sag that was like an illusion, pretending that you were happy, pretending that everything was okay, pretending that things were solid, or pretending that things were great. Again, something was a chore. Something took a lot out of you. I do also feel like you're trying to find your flow back. I also feel like you guys are being very emotional when it comes to your happiness. A lot of you are pretending that you're happy, but you're not happy. Something could be some sort of an illusion or a facade. I feel like a lot of you are very emotional around this time as well, but not wanting to show it for whatever reason. Not wanting to show that you're upset, not wanting to show that you're at a low right now. And there does seem to be a little bit of like, your energy is off and on. I don't know why. Someone can also be diagnosed with being bipolar or ADD, or someone may be possibly being diagnosed with some sort of an emotional disorder or a mental disorder too, or they're coming to find out that they don't know how to control their emotions, so they're having to take a substance to help balance, like a mood stabilizer. Someone is having to take something because of their emotions is getting the best of them. And I feel like someone is possibly like wanting to get help or has been getting help, but they're ashamed of the help that they're trying to pretend that everything is okay. And they may be trying to pretend that everything is okay, like with their friends and their family, but deep down within, they know that something is off, and they're afraid to address it. They're afraid to address their happiness. They're afraid to address their emotions or lack thereof. Because I feel like someone is also pretending like, or saying that, oh, I don't have any emotions. And that's a lie, or that's a cover up, or that's to mask how they're really feeling. Because I do feel like someone is also wearing a mask as well, not wanting people to know what they're feeling or thinking. Someone has hit rock bottom, but they're not saying anything. They're just kind of like, it's like one of those, like, it's like one of those friends that, you don't hear from for a while, and you're like, oh, I gotta go check up on that person, because they're not gonna tell me something's wrong. They're not gonna tell me that they're having a hard time unless I ask them. They're that friend that doesn't like to ask for help. I feel like, Scorpio, that's what you're doing. Like, you don't want to ask for help, but at the same time you need help, but the ego, your pride won't let you. So that's what I'm getting for Scorpio. Let's get into Sagittarius. Sag, let's see. Sag, there's some sort of new beginning coming into your life. Oh my God, I'm looking for cards. You have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so let's see. What's going on? You have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Wands, you have the 3 of Swords, and then the 9 of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm feeling like a lot of you are feeling very overwhelmed. It could be some sort of competitive energy in the workplace, because I am seeing that as well. I'm seeing that there seems to be like a loss of passion, or there just seems to be like misdirection with how you're feeling. A lot of you may be possibly suffering in silence or not really saying how you're feeling. A lot of you are very tired and fatigued as well. Now, there seems to be like, because it ends with the 9 of Cups, so I'm optimistic, child. So I feel like this is some sort of storm that you're going through, but I feel like there's going to be happiness and abundance at the end of the rainbow, or the end of the storm. I do also feel like a lot of you have been like possibly having a hard time letting go of things from the past, possibly having a hard time letting go of a particular person as well. It could be an ex, or it could have been someone that you were possibly involved with. A lot of you may be, oh God, I don't like to hear this. I don't like to see this stuff. But a lot of you may be possibly having to go get your heart checked out, because there may be possibly some sort of ailment, or there may be something about like an irregular heartbeat, or there could be something about like just maybe the foods that you're eating as far as your cholesterol, or there seems to be something with your arteries. But I just feel like there's some of you need to go get like it was an EKG or a stress test done. You know how they do the stress test when you're like running on the treadmill and they're trying to monitor your heart and the way that it pumps and the way that it flows, and the blood flow through your heart and out of the major arteries that you may also have. So I feel like a lot of you may be possibly having to do that. I do also feel like there seems to be a lot of miscommunication that's going on in your life, and you may be possibly waiting on for something, but I feel like whatever that you're anticipating, or some sort of news or message that you're anticipating, I do feel like there just seems to be a lot of like white noise, a lot of confusion. There isn't any clear answers for you right now, and that may be causing a lot of stress, or they could be causing a lot of disappointments in yourself. There's a lot of emotional disappointments that you guys may be possibly going through, but I feel like it's self-inflicted. Not saying that you may be possibly disappointed with people around you, but there could be something, and you could be disappointed with people around you, but I feel like there just seems to be an emotional disappointment, but it's within yourself. Feeling like you could have done things differently, or you could have said things differently, or there just seems to be a little bit of like you trying to rack that in your mind, like, oh my God, like could have done things differently, or could have done that differently. So it just seems to be a little bit of like you questioning yourself. And I do also feel like sometimes you second guess yourself. So there's a little bit of like, it's a little bit of like you feeling very stagnant, but I feel like, again, it's self-inflicted. I do also feel like seems to be some sort of breakthrough that's coming around too, because the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands is here. So there's going to be something that is going to like come out, or some sort of news that's going to come out that is either one going to hurt or break your heart, or there's going to be some sort of news that's going to emancipate you. And by emancipating you it's like having to let go. And you know how like when some sort of news comes out and it's just like, oh my God, this is so freeing, but at the same time it hurts because now I have to close this chapter. I feel like that is what's happening. It's freeing, it's emancipating you, you're feeling strong, you're feeling confident, but at the same time it's just like, dang, like I can never go back to that, or I can never think about that anymore. And you could, but you could never, like, it's like I could never something anymore, or I can never go back to that job anymore, I can never go back to that company anymore, I can never go back to that relationship anymore, I can never go back to that friendship anymore. So it's like, yes, I'm free, I'm out of this, but it's also bittersweet as well, is what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's get into Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. And I got the song, Beyonce song in my head. All right, let's see, Caps. All right, at the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands. All right, you have the 4 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. All right, so Capricorn, JK, Capricorn. What I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is that there could be a lot in your mind. I do feel like there is also some sort of news or message that you may be possibly ignoring. So if someone's trying to reach out to you, you're like, I saw it, but I'm not answering. Stubborn Caps. Y'all stubborn. My mom's a Capricorn, I know. Y'all stubborn. I do also feel like there just seems to be a lot that you may be possibly taking on, and that's why you feel like you're not going to answer, because you feel like I'm too busy. Sounds like my mom. I'm too busy to answer you. I'm out here living my best life. I'm getting that type of energy. I do also feel like a lot of you are trying to move on with your life. So if someone is trying to possibly reach out to you or trying to get in contact with you, but doing it more so indirect or just thinking about it, I feel like you're just constantly focusing on moving on with your life. A lot of you are possibly letting a lot of distractions come into your life as well. So if people are coming into your life to distract you, you're shutting that all the way down. I do also feel like there's going to be some sort of travel plans coming up for you. I feel like warm weather is the travel plan. That's the move, okay? I do feel like wherever you're going is going to be a lot of trees. It's going to be very secluded too. And I do also feel like you may be possibly riding horses in the water. It could be Jamaica, child. It could be Jamaica. It could be anything. But I feel like wherever you're going is like, you're going to be around nature, you're going to be around agriculture, and you're going to be around peace. And I feel like a lot of you may be possibly trying to cultivate peace in your life. So I feel like you may be possibly going away to kind of cultivate that. I do also feel like a lot of you have been doing a lot of thinking about your life, a lot of the choices that you've made in the past and present. I do also feel like a lot of you are expanding yourselves as well. And this could be in your career, I should say. A lot of you are thinking of new ways to make money. I do feel like there's going to be multiple streams of income coming in for you, Capricorn. I feel like you guys are coming out very meticulous and very calculative as well. So I feel like a lot of you have been putting a lot of time and effort into kind of perfecting some sort of craft that you may possibly have. And I do also feel like a lot of you maybe, if you own a business, I see a lot of clients or customers or orders coming in for you as well. So I'm claiming that for everybody who's watching that is a business owner. I'm claiming that for you, or who's an entrepreneur. I'm claiming that for you. I do also feel like a lot of you are going to be dealing with a lot of customers or clientele or customer support as well, or having to get your customer support down pat, or having to kind of like make sure your customer support is intact. Because I am seeing that you guys are having a little bit of hiccup. If you have a business or you're an entrepreneur, you may be possibly having a lot of hiccups, or there's a lot of slow sleep. I can talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been talking all day with these readings. But you may be having some sort of like slow season is what I'm seeing. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner. I do also feel that you're needing help. Maybe some of you can afford to hire help, but you can get an intern or get someone that you feel comfortable or trust or safe with to help. But I feel like a lot of you might be taking on too much. A lot of you maybe possibly have too many hats in your business, and that is what's causing you to have a burnout. A lot of you might be burning yourselves out because you don't have some sort of assistance or some sort of help that you desperately need. Now, if you don't have a business, this could be talking about your career as far as your 9 to 5, like you're being completely burned out. Maybe they're not giving you any assistance at your job. Maybe no one's really wanting to help because it could be like a dog eat dog or crabs in the barrel type of situation at your workplace. There just seems to be a lot of competitive energy for you in your workplace as well. So I feel like someone is also constantly thinking about making their numbers, or they're having some sort of fear about that, or meeting their quota. But I feel like it's all self-inflicted. It's just a temporary feeling that you're feeling right now. I mean, the world is feeling it right now. But I just feel like things are going to be okay. But you're having to make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can be able to work the best of the best, or to better have a better performance at work, or to help people around you as well. So you're having to really take care of yourself. And I do feel like sometimes you guys forget to do that. All right, I don't know why it took me so much to get that out. Okay, let's do Aquarius. Aquarius. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. You have the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and Temperance. All right, Aquarius, what I'm seeing is that communication is at the heart of your reading. So a lot of you are having to learn how to communicate, or better communicate yourselves, because I feel like sometimes there just seems to be some sort of petty energy. I do also feel like a lot of people may be possibly mirroring you, or you may be possibly mirroring someone in particular. Many of the signs that are coming out are Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, fire, and a lot of air. I do also feel like a lot of you are maybe possibly bored in a situation as well. You guys keep trying to make something work with a fire sign, but it's not working. I just feel like someone keeps pressing the reset button on a situation, but it's not working, or trying to kind of like figure out a new way to kind of reinvent a situation or reinvent a relationship or connection, but it's not working. I do also feel like you're having to get your emotions back balanced, and I feel like you may be possibly bored on trying with a situation. You're at a point where like you're matching someone's energy. If they're being petty to you, you're going to be petty to them. If they don't talk to you, you're not going to talk to them. If they don't reach out to you, you're not going to reach out to them. There just seems to be a little bit of like you just passing time until something better comes along, or until you feel like it's time for you to let go of a situation, or someone may be possibly feeling like this towards you. I do also feel like two people are not on the same page. It's cold energy between two people too. Like, it's not an energy of just like passion. It's a cold. It's a detached. It's a unwillingness to talk or to collaborate or to speak with someone as well. I do also feel like you're really needing to heal yourself, or really needing to kind of be alone so that you can figure out exactly whatever you feel like is best for you. But I feel like someone is not giving you the opportunity to do so. So you find yourself just kind of like constantly being stuck in someone's face. So you don't really have enough time to really focus on what truly makes you happy, or truly gets your spirits up. I feel like a lot of you are just kind of like going with the flow of things. And going with the flow of things can turn into boredom. So someone is bored. Someone is also like someone's feeling like, what else is new? Like, what else can we do, or what else does life offer? So someone could be in a situation that they've been in a very long time, or in a situation that it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a connection, but someone is feeling very bored and very content. I feel like someone is maybe possibly settling as well, and they know that they're settling, but they're kind of just saying, well, what else am I going to do? Like, who else am I going to be with? Who else is going to love me? Like, I'll just stay here. So it just seems to be a little bit of like just feeling very stuck. Oof. Let's do Pisces. All right, Pisces. Pisces, my last zodiac, last but not least. All right, Pisces. Well, alrighty then. The Seven of Cups at the bottom of your deck. All right. You have the Lovers card, you have the Six of Swords, you have Death, and the Five of Wands. All right, so what I'm getting for you, Pisces, is that there just seems to be some sort of miscommunication between you and someone that you may have some sort of connection or some sort of deep connection with. I do also feel that because communication cannot be established in a situation, there may be possibly something that may be coming to an end, because I do feel like two people cannot be on the same page. Two people have a hard time being on the same page. And I do also feel like there just seems to be like having to kind of let go of a situation that's not working, but someone is having a hard time coming to terms with that. Something may be possibly some sort of an illusion or a facade, or someone may be possibly putting on some sort of an illusion or facade. Someone is also good at pretending or wearing a mask, so just be careful with that. Many of the signs that are coming out are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag. I do feel like if there seems to be some sort of bickering or back and forth between you and someone else, that is also going to be coming to an end as well. There just seems to be some sort of deep transformation that's happening for you. I do also feel like there just seems to be something that is going to come to an end, but I feel like with it coming to an end, there just seems to be some sort of blessing in disguise with that. It may not seem like that now, but I feel like something has to come to an end so that you can build some sort of strong foundation with yourself. Because I do feel like you may have possibly lost yourself in a particular situation, or someone may feel like they lost themselves with you. So there just seems to be a connection that's going to come to an end, but I feel like this connection came into your life to show you something or to teach you something, or it may be some sort of lesson that you had to learn. Maybe you're realizing that you have abandonment issues, you have trust issues, you have inner child trauma that you have not really addressed because you've been using other people as a distraction so that you don't have to focus on yourself. Maybe it could be like, you know, issues or trauma that you may have experienced with your family, or even with friends, or maybe with someone that you have some sort of unresolved issue with. So there's something about this connection that may have triggered something within you or riled up something within you that you feel like you have addressed but you have not fully addressed. So there just seems to be like your emotions maybe possibly taking some sort of hit because of that. And I do also feel like you can overcome this, but I feel like it's going to come with time. But I feel like you're having to separate yourself from something or a situation so that you can fully see things very clearly, because I feel like whatever you got going on with this particular person is causing a distraction so that you don't have to focus. In the spirit, and God is wanting you to focus on something and to really deal with something so that you can have a healthy relationship, so that you can have a clear sound in mind when going into the next relationship or a connection that you're going to experience later on down the line. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. If you would like to book a full reading, you guys, it'll be linked in the description box, so you guys can check out my availability in the description box. If you want to join on Patreon, which is exclusive content, and you guys do see these videos first over on Patreon before YouTube, we do have spells and rituals over on that platform as well, behind the paywall. We do protection, money, and manifesting the bag. So if you do want a spell, ritual, or just collective readings and monthly readings over on that platform, it'll be over there. I do have an online store as well. If you do want to shop with me, that will be somewhere on the screen. I do sell a lot of magical spiritual things that you guys can use to help deepen your spirituality. It'll be somewhere on the screen, but also in the description box as well. The element readings are coming up for you guys, so earth, water, air, and fire. I'll be working on that this weekend for you guys, so that'll be up on the channel possibly next week. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you. Shout out to everybody who is on Patreon as well. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.